Hey, what's going on guys? Nick from Soho Motorsports, and today we're going to talk about Kevin's 2012 Nissan 370z with our V2 air-to-air Lyte kit. This Nismo is one of the most immaculate ones that has come through here. I mean, Kevin takes care of this car, and as you can tell, looks like it just came off the showroom floor. It's got low mileage. I think it's around 25 or 28,000 miles on it. And he's been bouncing the idea of going boost back and forth for some time now. I think it's almost been about 2 years. He was NA, came in, got a tune with some intakes, drove around for a little bit. I mean, this car, to give you an idea, does not get driven in the rain, and I'll show you why it doesn't get driven in the rain, because he even removed the windshield wipers. So this car is only a garage car, comes out when the weather is nice. You see it all the time at Cars and Coffee. And so to match the look of this car, he decided to go with the V2 air-to-air supercharger kit. So he went with the Lyte kit, obviously, because we do not offer the full kit anymore. The Lyte kit is still a great option. The difference, once again, to reiterate, between the main kit and the Lyte kit is you don't get the Soho manifold. You still retain your stock intake manifold. On this setup here, he decided to go with the polished piping and also the polished supercharger because that's what he wanted. Everything in the engine bay is clean. He wanted it to pop. He wanted the polished look. So it also matches with the wheels. I mean, the wheels, as you can tell, are still, they look brand new. So with this setup, it's our standard V2 air-to-air Lyte kit that's going to come with the 1050cc injectors, the 340 liter per hour fuel pump. It does come with a hardwire kit. And this car is also on Fast Intentions high flow cats, pairing it up with the Motordyne exhaust. Sounds great. His goal was 600. Now getting 600 on that setup with high flow cats is going to be difficult. And I'll elaborate more as we move on into this video and we get to the numbers on what happened in this situation here. So with that setup here, it initially comes with the 8 PSI pulley. You'll see here on this setup, there's a different pulley on the front side. So we had to drop the boost down just because with the high flow cats, it does create a little bit more back pressure, thus creating more boost. And when you get high in boost with high flow cats and then on pump gas, that's never a good combination. So being able to put the power down, it did have the stock clutch. We went with the Z-Speed Stage 3 full face clutch, which is going to be able to handle the power for a supercharger. It's going to drive very nice. It's not going to have any crazy chatter like a puck would or anything like that, but it is going to handle the power and drive great, which is what this client wanted. So as we discuss more about this build here, let's talk about the numbers as to what kind of power it put down. So initially it was on the 8 PSI pulley. When we had the 8 PSI pulley, it wanted a cut. And what I mean by cut, the EcuTech has a standard boost cut option around 14 PSI. So with the 8 PSI pulley, we were seeing almost 14 PSI at around 7,000 RPM. So when we saw that, we're like, all right, so we're having an issue. We're running into higher boost levels. The solution for this is going to be to drop it down from the 8 PSI pulley to the 5 PSI pulley, which is going to be this blue pulley here. I'll pan over it so you can see it's a slightly bigger pulley, which is going to make less boost. We swapped the pulley out on the dyno. As soon as we did that, we dropped PSI throughout the entire power band. I'll put the graph up here so you can see the actual drop in boost as you see the boost plot. And it made very similar power. Obviously, when we're running 14 PSI pump gas, high flow cats, like I said, it's not a good combo. It could lead to premature failure just because it's a lot of power, that's a lot of back pressure on that motor. When we dropped it down to the 5 PSI pulley, this is still on pump gas. So at about 12.5 PSI, 12.45 PSI, did 560 and 403 on his first map. Second map is going to be about 517 and 372 at around the same PSI, 12.38 PSI. So we do two different maps. That way clients can basically enjoy the high boost map or a high powered map and then a low power map. So if they want to give their vehicle to another individual, whether it be their spouse or friend or anything like that, they can obviously have two options in regards to power. To me, it's one of those things where it's like, you get the higher power. As with anybody that comes through here, they're going to want the higher power. So they're always going to want the higher power until they get bored and then they want more and more and more and more. It's a drug that keeps giving back. That's what boost is in this scenario here. So want to thank Kevin for giving us the opportunity to finish this build that he has been talking about for some time. Going boost, like I said, was something that we've been talking for a few years. Here we are now. We finally got it done. I'm sure he'll be back. As with anybody, once they start making power, they want more and more and more. This will be fun. We'll go for a ride, me and Justin, and we'll get your thoughts. In Kevin's 2012 370z Nismo, supercharged, high flow cats, Motordyne exhaust.
And no windshield wipers. So
and no windshield wipers.
It's a good thing it's not raining today. He says his car is garage kept and never seen rain. I believe him because he wouldn't be able to see a whole lot if it started raining. So
yeah, they're completely gone. So I'll pan over that and talk about that as well. So we got the AC on too. So street car, over 500 wheel on pump gas, high flow cats. So saw about 12 or so pounds on the dyno, 560-ish. So we'll see what it's got here.
It'll boogie.
Oh yeah.
Not that much. Second gear ripper?
Yeah, let's go for it. Over this hump. Oh yeah. Supercharger power, my friend, your favorite.
Oh, this is so good. It's just linear. It's just linear. It's everywhere all the time.
And it hooked. So
It did hook. It dead hooked. No spinning, no drama, just hook and book.
Did it flash traction control light on or
No,
anything?
actually, I turned it off before we did a pull because
okay.
I wanted to let it eat if it was going to. Where are you going? All right, there you go.
Yeah. So this car also has traction control map too, in case he ever needs it.
I'm sure he will in some conditions, but luckily the roads are nice and warm today and the air's nice and warm. Plus the AC's on, so that pulls a little bit out of it too.
Yeah, there you go.
But I don't know. Can't really argue with 500 horsepower and a manual Z with the AC on. Like,
Yeah. You can go do your daily tasks and still have the power and still have the AC, because it is going to get hot here in the summer, man.
oh man,
And it's quiet.
it is quiet. We can hold a conversation in this car at a normal volume, which is not common in vehicles that are boosted.
Correct.
So yeah, this thing, I mean, it sounds good. It's high flow cats, and I think it's got Nismo suspension on it, so the suspension's really tight in it, and it's like the car is very planted and ready to do whatever you need it to do. So
Yep.
yeah, all around great package. Like,
Big ball.
tight suspension.
It's fun.
I've said it before, I'll say it a million times. You cannot go wrong getting a 370 manual and boosting it, or a G manual and boosting it. I mean, it's just these supercharger kits on these cars are just fantastic for a daily driver.
And about 80% of the people will be fine with this top power level.
Right, yeah.
For daily. I mean, then you got the other 20% that are just crazy, right?
Yeah, and the good thing is they're supporting mods, so when you want to throw a bigger pulley on it and you want to throw different fuel on it and stuff, you can make that additional power and, you know, find out what your stock block's capable of. But for the most part, like, this is it's just money, because it's, yeah.
Sweet spot.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you sum it up. It's in the sweet spot. I want to thank everybody for watching. If you could hit the link below, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.